Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Prime News, your final Prime News of the week on this lovely Friday. And I want to remind you before we jump into anything, we are giving away a Nintendo Switch Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Bundle through the Gleam.io link down in the description. The winner will be announced when we hit 50,000 subscribers. That being said, let's get right into the news, and our first story deals with Charles Matney. He's not someone who we've talked about much at this channel. He is the voice of Mario and several other Mario characters from that universe. And he just today, according to his own Twitter, he announced it, was entered into the Guinness Book of Hall of Fame for being in the most video games for one character, or the most shows for one character. Essentially, he has been the voice of Mario through 100 video games with the release of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and that 100 number is what got him into the Guinness Book of Hall of Fame for being the voice of Mario through 100 games. So congratulations, Charles Matney. I can't think of someone who at least presents himself as an extremely kind individual. I haven't met anyone who's had any bad interactions with him ever. So congratulations, Charles Matney, and obviously by extension Nintendo for finding this unique personality to be the voice of Mario. And yeah, I think it's just a really cool thing. So let's go to the next story. Suda51 is looking to make No More Heroes 3, or at least they would like to, and they actually have a roadmap in order to create it. However, they are saying it is reliant upon the successful launch of Travis Strikes Again. And not just that game launches, which by the way, we're getting a blowout next week for the game, a 2-hour blowout. We already know a bunch of information. Some previews went up today. Maybe down in the description, I'll link to some of my favorite previews of the game. It's actually shaping up to be quite enticing compared to the last time I saw it. That being said, the success of that game will lead to No More Heroes 3. Here's what Suda51 had to say on the prospects of creating a No More Heroes 3, the much wanted and desired sequel to No More Heroes 1 and 2. I want one myself. The truth is that I already have an outline prepared for No More Heroes 3, and if Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes is successful, it could really lead to that. The story of Travis Strikes Again is actually going to connect with what is going on in No More Heroes 3. Right now, I'm focused on my new team, which is composed of veterans and new young staff members, and Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes is the first attempt for us to create a game. I want to get them more experience so that when the time for No More Heroes 3 comes, we'll do it right and hopefully have the chance to release an amiibo. I even have a very concrete idea on what the amiibo will be like. I'm pretty confident that it's nothing that anyone would expect. People would probably imagine Travis holding the beam katana, but the amiibo I want to create is Travis saving his game while sitting on the toilet, a game mechanic featured in Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. He also commented on the prospects of getting No More Heroes 1 and 2 ported to the Switch. I definitely want to do that if possible. On the top of my list are No More Heroes 1 and 2. The IP is currently shared between Grasshopper Manufacturer and Marvelous, so we were talking about how that's possible. So No More Heroes 1 and 2 might be coming to Switch at some point, but more importantly, it really sounds like he's gung-ho about No More Heroes 3 and how Travis Strikes Again is going to connect to it, so I really hope that happens. The amiibo is pretty interesting in concept anyways. At least I think it'd be kind of funny saving his game while sitting on the toilet. I think it's emblematic. Whether or not Nintendo would allow such amiibo to exist, I don't know, but No More Heroes has always kind of been a bit edgier, so maybe they'll let it go. Beats me, but I'm glad that Suda51 is excited about all of this, and I sincerely hope we get to see No More Heroes 3 sometime in the next 2 to 3 years on Switch. So if you guys remember last year, there was this app called Rainway that was advertising that it would be coming to Nintendo Switch. They even went as far as to suggest that they have been approved by Nintendo, when it turns out they haven't been approved by Nintendo, which means the Rainway app, which has released on Xbox and PlayStation and stuff, is not currently available. And the Rainway app did something really, really cool, which was allow you to stream PC games to your home console, or in this case, to Switch. They even put up a little video clip on Twitter showing that they had it working for Switch, which is what is so sad to find out that they kind of falsely marketed it to get Kickstarter backing for a version of Rainway that was never going to come into existence. It's actually a pretty big controversy earlier this year, with a lot of people going up in arms being like, you literally showed us it working and told us it was coming, and now you reneged on all that and said, we never had approval. So the reason we're talking about this is because, well, the Switch hacking community is at it again. Yes, folks, I know some of you are going to call me a hypocrite because remember, the Switch hackers have been defeated. Come on now, really? That being said, the Switch hacking community has done something really interesting, and this comes from GBA Temp, where you can find a lot of the hacking community for Switch, and they essentially have made it so PC streaming to Switch is now possible. Now, it's only possible over your home network. It only runs in 720p, whether you're handheld or docked currently. It runs at 60 FPS, assuming your computer can keep it at 60 FPS or higher, because that's the max FPS output Switch can do. And it treats the Joy-Cons as an Xbox controller in combination, whether it's on portably or in the grip. I don't know if it has support of the Pro Controller or USB wire controls at this point. Now, what you have to remember is hackers are using already available tools, modifying it, trying to get it to work. Right now, the latency seems to be really, really good, and it's, again, only working over home network, so it's not like you can, go off to a buddy's house and then stream from your house, kind of like you can with Rainway. It doesn't really work that way, but this is an interesting concept. It's something that Sony has actually done in the past with the PSP and the PS Vita. With PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, they kind of let you stream games back and, not really back and forth, but from PlayStation 4 to Vita and to PSP. So this isn't even a new idea. It's been done before. It just hasn't been done with Switch until now. I think it's really cool. There's a screenshot floating out there about someone running, The Witcher 3, the Wild Hunt DLC and stuff like that. And to me, this is really cool. And I always thought Rainway itself was an extremely popular thing, and I'm glad to see that the hacking community is doing this. This is one of those situations where the hacking community does what Nintendo don't. But I also think that Nintendo should just approve Rainway to make their app for Switch, so we have an official app to do this. There's really not a reason for Nintendo not to allow it. Remember, Nintendo is allowing game streaming in general in Japan, so why not allow us to stream games from our PC locally here? I think maybe the concern is that people that are playing illegal ROMs might be able to stream, but maybe you could put in some protections in the Rainway app that could maybe do some cross checks on that, where you're only streaming legit copies of PC games. I don't know. I know it's really tricky, and people are just going to find a way around it anyways, but I honestly think that Nintendo should just embrace it. The hacking community is doing it already. Embrace the Rainway app. Let them officially release one on Switch, and we could end the whole controversy with Rainway falsely advertising themselves on Switch, and end the controversy of right now hackers are doing a feature that I think a lot of Switch owners would like to have in their house. The ability to take your PC games portably to your bedroom, to the toilet, wherever, I think is a vastly appealing feature that Switch could tout over any other platform if it would just allow the company that's already dedicated to doing that, do it. But what do I know? Let's move on. Our last story today is actually about Arena of Valor. It has crossed 1 million downloads worldwide on Nintendo Switch. It is Tencent's first foray into home consoles, and they said it exceeded expectations, and its number one market was right here in the United States. That's really cool. Arena of Valor is a very, very good MOBA. I gotta give them credit. I'm not sure if I would put it ahead of League of Legends or not, but it's definitely good enough to be in the mix, and I'm pretty excited about that fact. I've played some of it. I really enjoy it. I'm really enjoying other free-to-play games as well on Switch, obviously the Fortnites and the Warframes of the world, and who knows what else is coming next, but it's definitely a really good game, and I'm glad to see it doing well, regardless of what you think of Tencent as a company. This is a good game. There's nothing else to say. Arena of Valor is a good game, and it's free. So, that being said, I am Nathaniel Rebel from Nintendo Prime, and you have been watching Prime News. Be sure to give this video a like, hit that subscribe button. How about that bell icon as well? Enter that giveaway we have down in the description. And man, oh man, have a fun weekend. I'm actually going to be gone all weekend. I got some stuff going on. I got some pre-planned videos coming out anyways, but this is it for me for at least new content recorded the same day that it's coming out. So I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.